much about my life.
No, you're not.
Not at all. No, I'll slap Graham later.
It's not working.
Push down on it.
You've never used a mouse on a Mac.
Square one was when I was born. I put my mom into labor 22 weeks early, and I didn't have any lungs when I put my mom in labor. She was on bed rest for her whole pregnancy because of it, and they actually had to put her on the bed like upside down and everything. And the doctors like worked their magic and everything, and I stayed in for a little while longer. But like we always say, no worries, I'm still here. For the first 2 years of my life, I was in and out of hospitals like constantly, and the doctors didn't really know what was going on with me, and I had lots of infections and everything, and one of them was a really bad blood infection, which still kind of sets me back today, that a lot of people don't really know about that. My siblings, my parents had a hard time having children, like all in all. My sister, Anna, she was the firstborn, and she was really skinny. They had to put doll diapers on her because the diapers wouldn't fit around her legs and everything, and so...
I've never heard of doll diapers. That's wild.
I had to buy like really small doll diapers. And then my mom had a miscarriage after Anna, and then my mom had me, but almost lost me a bunch of times. And then my mom had Ryan, and he was born with spinal bifida, and they told us that he would never be able to walk. But even though he's the gumpiest kid that I know, he walks and runs and does all that, everything. And after Ryan, my mom had a failed adoption because when she had so many troubles with all of her pregnancies, after she had Ryan with a C-section, they decided to tie her tubes so she wouldn't have any more problems. And we felt like our family wasn't really complete. And my mom went to a lot of mission trips to Haiti and everything, so we felt like it was our place to adopt there. We had one failed adoption, and then we got Joel after the failed adoption. The good stuff in my life reminds me of the song by Kenny Chesney entitled The Good Stuff, that talks about how the good stuff in your life is the experiences that you have, not necessarily things you buy. To me, the good stuff is country music, boots and chaps, and cowboy hats, softball, cross-country, prom, camping, fishing, hunting, and anything else that gets me outside. A really big high in my life was going to the Dominican Republic on a mission trip. When I was there, I got to go to the place where my brother was born and everything. That was really cool. It was probably one of the most life-changing things I've ever experienced. I got to teach at a school, and that's where I found out that I really want to teach when I get older. And I lived at the orphanage. I met this little girl named Alejandria, and the last day that I was there, she asked me if I would adopt her because she didn't have a mom, and that was really hard to leave her in the Dominican.
You stay in touch?
I tried, but I don't know, there's no way for me to really
That's all I'm
get a
wondering.
hold of her.
Yeah,
So she was 4 years old.
it's a tough one.
A really big low in my life was definitely the day we found out Caleb died. Whenever I think of that, I always think of his tattoo, Smile Now, Cry Later, because that was really important to him. And he was really, really important to Corey. Like, I don't even know if Corey would really be here if it wasn't for Caleb and what he did for him. He really connected with Corey in ways that I never will be able to. And helped him out a lot. And I'll never forget the Monday I came in thinking that something didn't feel right. And I always thought, Caleb always says Mondays suck, Mondays suck. I hate Mondays. And I don't know, that was probably one of the worst days. I don't think I've lived the best part of my life yet. I think that the best is still yet to come. Whether it's in college or marriage or children or retirement, who knows? I think that the best.
You covered it all about
is
there. That's a good shot right there. Yeah.
Words of wisdom I try to live by come through a bunch of people in my life. My mom always tells me to be proud of who I am, what I stand for, and what I do. And I feel like that's definitely reflected on my life. I'm really proud of who I am, where I come from, the things that I do and believe in and everything. And I don't regret very many things in my life because I know I'm human and I accept that. My dad always, my dad always tells me better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it and everything. We tell each other that all the time whenever debating about when to bring something or have something. And the best one I can think of right now is it's better to have notes for my speech and not need them than to need notes for my speech and not have them. Me and my sister are best friends, and we always tell each other that we're sisters by fate but friends by choice and everything. I'm really blessed to have my sister. The biggest Bible quotes that I live by is, "Hope will never disappoint me because God has given it to me because I have faith in Him." And that came into play a lot when we lost Caleb, because I just would always have hope that things would be better and that nobody else in my life would choose to make that decision and everything. And I feel like as long as I have hope and faith in God, that He won't disappoint me. That's it.
Nicely done. Nicely done.